How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have an exciting one for you guys today. But before we start, if you guys could like the video or subscribe to the channel, I would really appreciate it. It helps me to keep being motivated every single day, to keep bringing amazing content every single day for you guys. And with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get right into the core of this video. Just this past Friday, the head coach of the Chicago Bulls, Jim Boylen, was just fired after just his second season on the job. The Bulls' new executive vice president of basketball operations made it very clear this past Friday that it was not going to be Jim Boylen that he wanted to bring with him to the future with the Bulls and growing the team. So what does that mean? Honestly, I am very glad that happened. I didn't think it was going to happen at this point because I felt like it was taking forever for the Bulls to finally make a move like that. I was honestly kind of surprised. I didn't know they were finally going to do it, but I'm glad that they finally made the move. Now, the new executive vice president of the basketball operations, he did explain that in terms of what they're trying to go for is that they want to continue on focusing on player development and an emphasis of just a full-on player development. And he made it very clear that Jim Boylen was not the person for that. He said even someone who puts the relationship with players first and is a good communicator, which is obviously not Jim Boylen. Again, there are a lot of factors going in terms of criteria that we are looking at for a coach, but again, those are the main ones, and we will start the search immediately. And I think that was just the best move the Bulls can make right now, is that I do feel like they should have gotten a head coach a long time ago that is more about the players and communicates with them the most. You know, they don't really have to get someone that leads them to a championship or anything. I think they should just go towards a player coach mainly. The search can be very fast so far. I know there have already been like a couple rumors already, like Adrian Griffin, the Toronto assistant coach, which is very interesting about that rumor is that he could be quickly fading away. There has been a wake of serious domestic violence allegations about his ex-wife, which is obviously a situation that needs to be monitored, as Griffin's coaching career is now on life support, as you can say. Even if he is found to be innocent of everything alleged, there could be too much baggage for the Bulls to touch at that point. I think the best fit would be Kenny Atkinson, in my opinion. Atkinson was applauded for the way he developed some of his players in Brooklyn, but for as much praise as he received, there wasn't much winning going on there, obviously. But the way he was able to put the team together with like D'Angelo Russell, that was just amazing what he was able to do with not just D'Lo, but also Karis LeVert and Jared Allen. I thought that team was actually really impressive for what they had. One industry insider said that Atkinson is known to be a self-promoter, so obviously the new vice president of basketball operations would have some serious questioning to do in the interview process, obviously, if that did come up. But I'm pretty sure he's in the conversation, obviously, if I was trying to get a new head coach. There's also Wes Unseld Jr., the Denver assistant coach. He's a defensive-minded head coach with a Hall of Fame father. Unseld is known and has an eye for player talent and development. He understands the importance of player relationships and has been applauded for being a direct communicator by players, which is very good, especially when it comes to that Denver. If we find out maybe he was the main coach in the background that was helping out the Nuggets, because the Nuggets, they have been a young team and they've been growing, and obviously it's been working. Just seeing how Bobo's been doing, and especially Michael Porter Jr., they came out of nowhere, obviously. Maybe he was the person behind the scenes that was just growing the team in relationships and just growing the players, and we didn't even know. Obviously, there's also maybe Adrian. But at the end of the day, I think we can all be glad here, especially Bulls fans, that Jim Boylen is finally gone. He was the reason that the Bulls honestly did not make the playoffs at all. I thought the Bulls could make a good run last season, but obviously it didn't. And if you just watched any of their games, you would know why. It's because it was Jim Boylen. Jim Boylen was just not that good of a coach. He wore down his team. He was just not a player's coach. And I know he came from the Spurs system from Greg Popovich, but it just didn't work out. Just the way he was playing his players just didn't make sense. He put too much intensity into the practices. It wore every player down. He never had a relationship with any player. It was just really bad, and I'm just glad Chicago can come back from this and be happy today knowing that they will have a different head coach and have a different future moving forward. I obviously don't know what it's like to have like a head coach like that. Honestly, Jim Boylen might be the worst head coach I've ever seen in my life, and that's any league combined. I am surprised even a coach like that even was able to become an NBA head coach. So for all you head coaches out there, I guess you can make it because Jim Boylen made it. But there's not much to say. I think we can all agree here that Jim Boylen was just garbage, and it's just, I think everyone's just happy to see him go at this point. Like, he's not a terrible human being. I know there's been a lot of like backlash lately about saying how it's pretty sad that we're being mean to a guy that's just trying to do his job, but to be fair, I mean, he became a head coach knowing that. Like, if I was a head coach or an assistant coach or whatever in a franchise, I would know that I could take backlash for taking a certain position. He should have known that he could have taken backlash, especially being a head coach of the Chicago Bulls. If you're bad, like, come on, he should have known that. But he'll probably get another assistant coaching job sooner or later, probably, though, because he was an assistant coach for Greg Popovich under that franchise, so he'll probably get a job somewhere. I wouldn't doubt it. But I mean, that's pretty much everything. If you guys enjoyed the video, like I said, hit that like button or subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any comments of your own, go ahead and comment below. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a nice day. Peace.